The woman was as beautiful as a flower, yet she could only marry a poor young man, and the poorer, the better. All because a fortune teller once said that the son-in-law of their family must be born with a poor fate. Only then could the family rise step by step. The grandfather searched the entire city but still couldn't find the poorest young man. Just as he was troubled, he suddenly saw a family of 3 at a roadside stall, politely giving way to each other over a single egg. The grandfather thought that if they have to take turns for just 1 egg, they must be truly poor. He immediately got out of the car, walked over, and asked the young man if he would marry his granddaughter. The man was hesitant at first, but the moment he saw the woman's breathtaking beauty, he instantly even thought of the names for their future children. He immediately stepped forward and shook hands with the woman. He couldn't believe that someone as poor as him would actually be chosen to marry such a beautiful woman. The grandfather beside them said, "If you weren't poor, I wouldn't want you." The fortune teller told him, "The poorer my grandson-in-law is, the better." However, the young man didn't yet know that his parents were actually the richest people in the world. Because he had been abducted by human traffickers as a child, he had been searching for his birth parents for 20 years. Finally, on this very day, he found them. His parents rushed to the reunion site in a Rolls Royce. They couldn't wait to meet their long-lost son, but suddenly, the car stopped. The assistant quickly explained that the car had broken down. Just then, another car sped past in the opposite direction, splashing dirty water all over them. They were in the middle of nowhere, no stores in sight. Now not only was the car broken, their clothes were also filthy, and they couldn't go to meet their long-lost son like this. Just then, a tricycle selling pancakes happened to pass by. The assistant had a sudden idea, rushed up, stopped it, and directly pulled out a $5 million bank card to buy both the tricycle and the seller's clothes. At that moment, reporters were still anxiously waiting, eager to see whether the young man's parents were indeed super wealthy. But the next second, the old couple arrived on a tricycle. When everyone saw how they were dressed, they instantly mocked them, saying the young man's parents were just pancake vendors and that maybe the reunion wasn't worth it. But the young man didn't care at all. He mentioned that he didn't like rich people anyways, like that Nova corporation that's super rich, but exploits the working class. He didn't know that his parents were the owner of that very corporation, and seeing how much their son hated them, the couple decided to hide their identity. They quickly called their assistant and told them not to come. But before they could even finish their sentence, a convoy of luxury cars drove straight toward them. The people inside welcomed their new young CEO, and the young man was surprised by all this. He wondered who these people are, and his parents took him with them, informing him that they were no one, and they left in their tricycle. In order not to expose their identities, the young man's parents had no choice but to sell pancakes by the roadside. But they had never done this kind of work before, so they were clumsy and unskilled. The pancakes they made were disliked by customers. Even the young man started to suspect if his parents had been making pancakes for 20 years. They quickly explained it was just a misunderstanding. Then they asked if their son had found a girlfriend over all these years. The young man shyly said he had been single since birth. Hearing this, the billionaire couple couldn't sit still. They immediately made a phone call to summon all the unmarried daughters of wealthy families around the world for a blind date. Just 1 second later, 3 luxury cars pulled up. Beautiful women came out of them, and they all wanted to marry the young man to become heir to the richest family.